Yo, what's good, people? Welcome to 2Gs, better known as 2Gs in the chat. It's me, your host, GangTrippy, and my co-host, EroSport. Make sure y'all jump in the comments. Anything you want to say, anything you need to talk about, put it in the comments. So all day, I've been seeing this dude, Bruce and Kai Cenat, beefing back and forth. I even seen some of the dudes from AMP going in at it. What's going on with that? I know you be in tune with the streamers.
All right, I'm gonna tell you this whole story. So basically, Kai and Bruce, they came up streaming. That's it. And Kai leapfrogged him. Bruce was the big guy first. Kai just went way past him. And now he's talking crazy in the DMs to other people about him. They had a whole friendship going on, bro. Like they built each other up. They had a whole community they built and everything. So it's like it's confusing why you're supposed to be a friend, but now you acting funny.
But whoever said they was friends, they might just be associate. Like you said, we just working together. We got common interests. As soon as you pass me, you might be the ops now. You ain't really my dog. You might be a whole op.
It can't be an op because you don't work with ops, bro. And the streaming thing is different. We gotta build a repertoire. We gotta understand each other's personality, sense of character. We even took it as far to link in person and create.
But that's what you gotta do as a friend. Like as a friend, we gotta eat at my mama crib. We gotta do all type of real stuff, not just work together. Like,
but you make it seem like you can't be friends you can't make new friends as adults. That's only things that happen as kid friends.
I feel like the friend word is a facade. Like once you're a real friend, you become family. Everything else is just calling it whatever we want to call it to make you feel good about the situation. Like what did they really do to call each other's friends? Obviously, if they beefing or homie feel away, they was never really truly friends. He was just there for whatever reason, and he always felt like that.
I mean, but only a green ass dude will feel that way in a situation where we're developing a friendship. This is how you become friends. We have like interests. Okay, I can have like interest with Fat Albert. We both could be streamers. We stream and it's weird, bro. Right?
No, that's not how you become friends.
But I'm saying this is step one. There's steps to
that's
it.
Where I
and there's
was
different degrees of friendship.
That's
right?
what I was saying. Step one is I met you in class or I met you in the neighborhood. That's step one to being a friend. If we didn't go through that step one, we're not gonna agree. I can't meet a friend at work.
Why you can't meet a friend at work?
Because that's my associate. That's my dog. That's not my friend. Like my friend, somebody I would take a bullet for, somebody I would lie for, somebody I'll go to jail for, like somebody that I'll treat like a brother. That's not somebody I meet at work. Even at work, you meeting me under a different pretense. My friends might, unless they remember the class we had, they don't know me as that name. And nobody calls me that name that my friend at work is gonna know me by. My friend at work is gonna know me from my character.
So we meet at work. We go get drinks after work. We can't be friends behind that because we work together.
What
That's
I'm
insane.
saying is
I feel like
at work,
as an adult,
we met at work, and out of everybody, you were the most cool. Everybody was lame and you were the most cool. So at work, I don't want to be a loner. I gotta have friends because it's politics at work. Like you link with the right people, you get the right advances. So I have to look like they're my friends, but when I get back to the hood or when I get back around my real friends, I'm gonna be talking about them. Like, Larry from the office, he lame as hell. Like he ordered tomato juice in his liquor drink. Like what's that about? He didn't even know about Hennessy. We gonna joke and laugh about them because these are the people that came up with me and they're stuck with the same problems and the same tribulations that I had. And that's what really makes us friends, because we went through that long history. So I feel like, yeah, it's levels to friends. What I call a friend is somebody that I'll call my brother or my sister. Everything else is an associate. I just met you along the way and you were cool. So it's like if I met Kai Cenat, how could we ever be friends?
I don't agree because one, that traps you in a mind state of your friendships when you were a person of younger age. When you are older, you are mostly around your work people. You don't have to be friends with the people at work, but once you start doing things with them outside of work, you start going for drinks, you start meeting their friends, you might even meet their girlfriend or something like that. That's now developing that history that becomes friendship. And at the end of the day, because we have these interests, we can now bond on other hardships. Like, oh, my manager was tripping just the other day. Like, that's crazy. How do you deal with her when you're in that situation? Right. And I feel like that's the situation with Bruce and Kai. Like, they have to develop. And with streaming, it's a little bit different because it's not necessarily all work. There's an element of connection, social connection on a real level there. So
that social connection you're talking about is called networking. So when you go to the club, you're building a friendship, but those not your friends, because at the end of the day, you're only talking with them for a reason. Like, this person might have the key to this door that you're trying to get into. This person might make your time at work more pleasurable. So that's going to be your friend. You ever heard them say shorty got a work husband? That's not her real husband. And he's not even the side piece. He's just a dude at work that helps her get through the time. Now, if she goes and chills with him outside of that and does different like sexual things, that's not a work husband. That's somebody you creeping with. That's 12 play. That's R. Kelly talk now. Like,
America. Do you have your passport? Did you get your shots? Girl, would you like to come back with Rob to America?
But I feel like you just agree with me. If we outside of work with it, it's something different than just work. And regardless, like you said, it's a work friend. It's still a friend at the base of it all. You know what I'm saying?
A work friend. That's where I think it's a work friend, which means it's different than a friend. Like a friend, you don't have to put any other words in front of it to make it sound cool. You get what I'm saying? It's like friends get each other's gifts. No, they don't. Like, friends are there in hard times. Friends are there when I need them. It's not about gifts. Associates are going to get you gifts. So like when I go to work and they all get the cake and they bring it to the break room and they do this and this, but the rest of the year they never talk to me or I never talk to them. Are we really friends? Or when I need more hours, so now I push up on the team lead and I'm trying to get more hours so I act more friendly. Am I really their friend or am I faking it? Because I'll never do the things that I'll do for my real friends for them. I don't think Kai would do anything he would do for the Amp people for Bruce. Maybe at the time it would seem like that. Maybe now it seems like that with the Amp people. But I'm pretty sure there's people behind the scenes that these guys really call friends, and it's not the people that they're working with. Like, you always heard the saying, you can't mix business and pleasure. So it's like, how are you going to do business with your friend? You get what I'm saying? It's kind of crazy. A friend you met in business? That's crazy to me.
Well, I feel that there truly are degrees of friendship. And it's not like they always have to work together. They have a relationship outside of the camera work where they're hitting each other up to, just find out what each other's going through, everyday life, regular vibes thing. So even at that level, of course, my AMP members are probably going to be closer to me because I live with them. I've seen how they live and stuff like that. That's a more intimate relationship. There's degrees to intimacy as well. But I feel that at the end of the day, regardless of what degree of friendship you are, there's something called being a genuine person. And if you are a genuine if you don't like me, in all honesty, why would you want to be fake in the front line? There's liking and then there's being cordial. We can understand that we need each other to rise, but we have to be cordial. And if we're being cordial, that does not have to be all nice. You don't have to give me no compliments. You don't have to tell me nothing about apologize to me for nothing. Like, it is what it is. But if you're putting on the front that you're a friend, now you're being fake.
No, you just said it. Like, we came together to rise. So the two friends are working because they want to rise. once one rise, the friendship changed. They're not the same friends. You said Kai leapfrogged them. So once Kai leapfrogged them, was he still hollering at him the same? When Kai joined AMP, did Kai think about how he would feel not being in AMP? All of these things are things that as a friend you would think of. Like, you're not gonna be working with me as your friend doing 2Gs, and then on the side you're doing a whole new thing and don't include me. That's crazy. What kind of friendship is that? Now you're kind of doing something behind my back. And that, I feel like that's where it starts. And that's not genuine. If you're actually being genuine, I would tell you how I felt from jump, and you would decide, hey, homie really doesn't like me, but guess what? It's cool with me because he actually let me know. It's kind of like Donald Trump. He's actually genuine because he's telling you everything how he feels, whether you like it or not. And then in the end, you might end up liking him when you didn't like him in the beginning. Somebody like Joe Biden, you don't know what they're thinking.
Yeah.
But Joe Biden came to you as your friend. Trump never tried to be your friend. I feel like it's one and the same. I only want to be your friend because I need your vote. Other homie didn't need your vote, so he's not trying to friend you up. He don't even care. Better yet, he's gonna get your friends to stand next to him so you could be friends. But keeping it real, other than that, what I also been seeing is they caught Diddy's killer, and it looks like all these dudes been friends. So my question to you is, do you have a friend that the friendship ever ended sour?
Yeah, I definitely do have a friend that friendship ended sour.
When it ended sour, did it make you question, was the friendship ever real?
So from my situation, it didn't it ended sour because I came to a point where I was like, I don't rock with this personality trait. A personality trait that was kind of, I felt like, hidden at a time. We were like on the level of brotherhood. You know my family, I know your family. Like,
while you were friends, do you think if they would have shown you that thing in the beginning, you would have ever made it to brotherhood?
no, but we can be a certain level of friends.
So would it be safe to say that's why they hid that thing?
I don't think they hid it on purpose. I think that we hadn't had that type of experience together.
So you
where
feel
they
like you
could
could
show
hide
that.
things on accident?
Oh yeah, for sure. It's a matter of, okay,
Is that
so boom.
genuine? Is that genuine?
It's a lot of inferences you have to make in life based on smaller kind of metaphorical, allegorical situations.
You serious?
Let's say you had a friend and y'all ride for each other, y'all fought for each other and stuff like that. But it came a day where somebody was running down on you and they had to go get the blammer and blam somebody, right? That's a whole different situation. I now gotta take somebody's life. We haven't been in that situation where we had to take life for each other. Does that make them fake for not taking life?
Yes. That's like saying you're my friend, we do bad stuff, but when we get caught, you snitch on me. That's like the guy I'm talking about. They killed Tupac, and now he's telling the story. Once you tell that story, you're telling on your friends. So were those ever your friends? You might have acted like your friend, but some point in your mind, subconsciously or consciously, you knew when it came to a point, it was gonna always be you, never them. You never gonna let yourself go down for this thing.
But I mean, my thing is, if they never claimed to be that type of person, can you hold them to that golden standard? For example, like
being
a gunner.
genuine?
Like a gunner. Like, we signed you as an artist. Why are you in jail for racketeering charges? Like, you never claimed
because you're one
to be a
of
gangster.
us. So it's like, once you're one of us, you down good or bad. That's your job of being my friend. As my friend, if you think I'm doing the wrong thing, you should tell me. Same thing like why I asked about your friend. I'm pretty sure they knew they had flaws. And at certain points, they should let you know. It shouldn't come to the situation and you're finding out anything. You get what I'm saying? That kind of means you didn't really know the person. Your friend would have already rode for you. That's why they're your friend. That's why they're your childhood friend. That's why they're from longevity. It doesn't have to be childhood, but you can't be working somewhere for 3 years and tell me you had friends there. Those are associates. They don't even know you for real. And to know somebody is to be their friend. Because now when I need you, I could reach out. Like, what's the point of having friends that I'm scared to reach out, or I'm scared to tell them I'm in this situation or that situation?
I guess that's kind of why I separate. That was the main core of why I separated myself, because I felt like you claim to be family and you're doing something that my family would never do. I know for 100% that, like,
But how
this
could I
is
claim to be family?
you saying you were brothers, and like, did I make an assumption that they were solid, or
That's what it
did?
sounds like. That's what it sounds
Oh,
like.
okay.
Because if you're my friend, right or wrong, I'm gonna stay your friend. Dude that killed Tupac and whoever's in the car, right or wrong, they all knew what they was getting in the car to go and do. So once it's done, you'd never speak on it again. You never tell nobody. That's like a code to the friendship. Like, no matter what, I'm not gonna sell out my friend. I would never sell out my friend. And only real friends live by that code.
But that's kind of confusing. Like, you saying that you can never feel that a friend that you thought was solid did something that was really flawed, and now it's like, I don't know if I'm willing to be your friend. I can't keep myself
That's
surrounded
what
by
I'm saying.
behaviors
You
like
can't
that,
really
because
be so
people do change,
hypothetical.
right?
You can't be so hypothetical. Like, what's flaw? There's so many flaw things. Like, talking to my girl is flaw.
Right.
There's dudes that talk to their friends' girls in their absence.
Is that a situation where, right or
That was
wrong,
never
you would
my
be?
friend. That was never my friend. That was
That's what you're
never
saying.
my
We
friend, bro.
never was friends.
You was
Even
always
if,
looking for the opportunity. Like, there's certain
even
people,
if,
myself, there's certain people who will call themselves my friend because it's an opportunity. Like, they're gonna say,
yeah.
hey, Trippy, we whoop-de-woo. But in my head, it's like, we never did nothing. This is the first time you're attempting to reach out to me. All my friends already reached out to me. There's people who you might not see for 10 years. And when you link up, it's like you just seen them yesterday. That's friendship. Because it's like, whatever y'all had 10 years couldn't wipe that away. Whatever y'all
But what
had, that
about,
flaw situation couldn't wipe it away. Like, it's like having a friend that you know is a habitual liar or habitual thief. As soon as your stuff come up missing, you're gonna go to them like, yo, bro, give me my ring back, bro. I know you got my ring. And no matter what, when they pull up with the ring, you're gonna be mad, but they're still gonna be your friend because you know they're a klepto. You know they steal. You know they lie. It's somebody else who you was thinking would never lie to you, and now you caught them in a lie. That's not your friend. That was a snake in the grass.
I could book that for like the weekend of the 14th when the soundtrack comes out. If so, bump somebody. All right, thanks. All right, love you, man. Bye. I got my MTV out. Savage! I'm a savage! Oh! I'm a savage! Whatever I want, I'm going to get! Whatever I want, I have to get!
It's like when you talk to a girl, you think shorty's lit, you think everything, and then when you go to her crib and it's roaches, you're like, damn. Like, I knew it. The whole time you knew she was dirty. She showed you all the signs. She came to your crib with dirty socks.
so he's talking down on Kai Cenat. He's just being a hater then.
In my
You're
opinion,
mad that
my
I
opinion
got
from how
bigger.
you told me is, you Casanat. You get the big deal. You not gonna be hitting me up as much because you got to do the big deal stuff. So I'ma feel slighted. I'ma feel inferior. So now my real feelings is gonna come out. Because if I was really your dog, I'ma be with you. I'm not gonna feel inferior. I'ma feel like we won. I'ma feel like we coming up. But at some point, he didn't feel like we coming up. At some point, the Keefe D or whoever he is, he didn't feel like they a team no more.
But in this situation with Bruce and Kai, it's a little bit different because everybody's getting a bag.
Yeah,
And
everybody's getting a bag in the timeline that you see it. Remember, I don't know Bruce, but from what you told me is they was beefing before people really knew. Now we know. But they was
Now
already
it's hot.
How do you like?
But there were apologies. There were.
That's what
It's
I'm
like,
saying. How do you know that
make
was the
amends?
first beef? Like the beef was
Okay,
there.
oh, it was already in the air type.
Like think about
Is
it.
what you're saying.
I even heard Mason Cameron had beef.
Okay.
But Mason Cameron got a whole show right now because they patched up they beef. Like they was in high school together. They played basketball together. If we were in my high school, you was in my hood. If you was on my team, we went on trips together. We ate lunch together. We practiced together. We seeing each other every day. We might even share a locker. It's different. You're gonna be more my friend.
That's valid.
I'm not saying that's their story, just putting it out there like as an example.
Nah. That makes a lot of sense. But the issue with what you're saying is it's almost as if you'll never have real friendships in adulthood, because adulthood is mainly about work, bro. Like,
why you think everybody wants their high school sweetheart? Because once you get into the real world, nobody cares about you. It's just what they can get out of you. Like, shorty not talking to you if you broke. Why? You might be genuine and the coolest guy. Yeah, she not giving a bum no play. Why? You might you might be the most spiritual, the first one God's gonna let into heaven. Shorty not giving you no play, cause why? You's a bum. She wants something out of this relationship. What? She think you ugly, she not messing with you. She think this, she think that. So eventually she becomes your girlfriend. Eventually she becomes your wife. Eventually she could become a random person that you walk by in the street that you hate. There's so much people divorced. That means that was their wife. That means that was something to them at one point. But was it forever? Nah. Then you hear about people who've been together 70 years, 80 years. That means they met in the heyday. Nobody can't erase those moments. That's real. Your friends are going to have longevity. Not that you can't have friends as an adult, but if you're 26 and you're working at a job and you meet Joe Blow and that's your friend, if y'all live to 60 and y'all still checking for each other, that's when y'all gonna know. Up until then, you don't really know for real. So to act like you know, you being a fraud and you not being genuine, you selling the situation.
I feel you, because I feel like you really made some strong points. Like, if I didn't have my own experiences, I would 100% agree with you. But I know the nature of friendship, bro. Like, it's something that grows over time, yes, and you have to be vulnerable, and be vulnerable opens you up to intimacy. So it's like a 3-year relationship, a 3-year friendship is just as much a friendship as the 10-year friendship.
You're tweaking as usual. Hey, chat, drop it in the comments. Tell us what you think. Let us know. Is he tweaking? Am I tweaking? If you got a different opinion, let us know. You part of the show.
Blue. When you ride, I'm reminded of a blue movie. Put me in the dark, what you doing to me? Like my blue notes, only you move me. You give me the blues, you killing me.